What's good, collective? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Let's get into some energies and see what's going on. What does the spirit need you to know, want you to know? Confirmation and clarity for all. All right. Take it how it reverberates. What's going on, spirit? Daydream. Mm. Having your head in the clouds can be a source of great inspiration, but be careful when your fantasies become an escape from reality. Okay. All right. Conditioning. Mm. Somebody's life, some sort of conditioning here. Have you accepted illusionary limits placed onto you by your upbringing and social conditioning? Some way that you've been conditioned, something you've been conditioned to believe about yourself, to believe about your life is not true to the possibility of what your reality could be. Your fantasies, your thoughts, your imagination is trying to like point you towards what you can manifest your reality to be, but you would need to escape or let go of this conditioning. Okay? Tell us more, spirit. Do the inner work. Don't be afraid to prioritize your personal growth and spiritual development. Health and wellness are necessary to enjoy an abundant life. Okay. So there's some inner work that's needed here to let go of some sort of conditioning, right? Upbringing, religion, social conditioning, cultural conditioning. It's not really honoring the true possibilities of what you're inspired by and the inspiration you can bring to your life, to your family, to your loved ones, to the world. Some sort of conditioning is not honoring you. So there's inner work that is needed. We have envy. Focusing on what others have is a drain on your energy. So, okay. Without a shadow of a doubt, I know I'm speaking to someone who is in this envious energy. Now, I don't know who you're envying, but it's all a part of this daydream conditioning and inner work. The avoidance of the inner work by an overactive imagination is a result of you upholding some sort of conditioning that doesn't honor you. There's something that you need to let go of so you can see the reality you want to see in your life, and you no longer have to envy somebody else's reality. Okay? Walk away. Mm. Give me one more. Debt. Are you in the driver's seat with your debt? Or has your debt taken over and placed you in shackles? My Lord. This kind of feels like a piggyback off of the last reading I just did, the first reading that I posted today. This is going to be the second reading. I don't even know what the first reading is going to be titled because as I'm doing this one, I'm editing that one. Okay, I'm uploading it. So I will link it at the end of this reading, okay? Because this feels like now I'm speaking to the person who is envying the collective who has acquired this status upgrade or stepped into this CEO energy. There's some envy you have of someone in the collective because you are in debt in some way financially. But that debt is a result of you not actually doing the work to manifest your imagination, to manifest your dreams, which you clearly have because the daydream is here. But something that is taking place in your life or is currently taking place in your life has conditioned you to just imaginate, not actually manifest. So you're watching someone else. Now, whether they're in the collective as it relates to the online collective, all of that, or whether they are in your community in some capacity. connected to you in some capacity. I don't know. All right. But the envy that you have of them is out of, there's something going on with you and your finances. Okay. But I feel like Spirit is saying, stop imagining and do the work. Do the work. You have some sort of sense of entitlement. Why do you believe that you deserve benefits and privileges that you haven't earned or worked for? Okay. All right. That's a good question. If you ask me. Where you want me to go, Spirit? I'm gonna go here. I don't know why, but I'm gonna just go here. We have family ties. It came out, it was in the deck in the reverse. So you may need to let go of some family conditioning. You may have, some family conditioning, something you were conditioned to believe about yourself that has taught you not to push outside of invisible boundaries, but by you adhering to that, you're really only limiting yourself. Because I know I'm talking to adults. So whatever your family conditioned you to believe as a child, you adhere to it as a child because you ain't had no choice. Okay. But you're an adult now. So some conditionings that we carry over into adulthood no longer honor us as adults. When we're children, you know, we have the whole obedience, got to be obedient, got to honor your parents and stuff like that. So that's expected. But when you become adults, some conditionings that you received from childhood is misplaced. It's like, okay, but ain't nobody gonna whoop you. Okay? Ain't nobody gonna whoop you. So those boundaries that you're feeling, that you're adhering to, um family ties, exposing lies, something your family taught you about yourself, about what you can accomplish, about what you can do, it was a lie. Okay? So you're still adhering honestly to a lie about yourself, about life, about the reality that you can have, about how far you can go. You're believing a lie. All right. And it has brought you to the point of having some sort of financial hardship because you're not activated in what you're inspired by and what you're inspired to do. You haven't activated it. Clarify daydream spirit. We got 3 locks out here. I want to show you this. We got 3 locks. There's keys on those cards. There's other things, symbols on those cards. We have 3. 3 of the 5 cards have locks on them. So there's something in you that you need to unlock. And this envy that you have of someone around you is also dishonoring you because you're magnificent in your own way. Okay. Envying how somebody else is magnificent is wasted energy. Clarify by keeping secrets. Daydream. There's something you're not saying. There's something you want that you're not speaking about. Guard secrets or be asked to keep one. So you have something locked inside of you that you're not activating, that you're not tapping into, you're not speaking on. Authentic self. Mm, it's in reverse. Temporary distance is in reverse. The distance in the relationship is temporary and things may reconnect later. Why is temporary distance in reverse? As long as you don't speak up for yourself, as long as you keep your thoughts, your desires, and you don't activate them, whether this is a desire to be heard in some capacity, to communicate something, It's not temporarily away from you. Accomplishing it is going to be it's permanently something that is designed to come into your life. Your reality coming into your life, your pleasure, your satisfaction coming into your life is not temporary. As long as you don't do it and you keep it all locked up within, it's permanently at a distance from you, because it needs you to activate it. It needs you to trust the process of activating it, of speaking it, of communicating it. I saw the two-faced card in reverse and I heard Spirit say, stop wearing two faces. Mm. Stop wearing two faces. Bridge your overthinking, bridge the various aspects of you. I'm hearing non duality. You have the you that you show up in the world, and then you have the you that you are in your mind. And somebody has not bridged them two. Clarify conditioning. Protect your heart. Yeah, see, yeah. Something you've been conditioned to believe is actually, whereas in the past, maybe when you were innocent, you learned to protect yourself, to protect your heart, to protect your emotions. You learned that people will hurt you. You learned that people will let you down. They will disappoint you. And so as a child, you kind of were conditioned to lock your heart away. But now as an adult, that protection has become an imprisonment. Guard your emotions to avoid being hurt. So you don't speak on how you feel because you don't want to be hurt if somebody doesn't acknowledge or dismisses or doesn't honor your feelings. They don't have to. They don't have to honor your feelings. Don't even desire it. You have to honor your feelings. It's your feelings for a reason. Okay? They have their feelings for a reason. And sometimes they don't always align. And some people are not always able to connect. That's their issue. They may have a guarded heart, they may have an imprisoned heart, but that doesn't mean that you keep your heart under lock and key, especially from yourself. Because at this point, again, what was once protection has now become a jail cell. Okay? Jail cells don't just keep people from getting out, they keep people from getting in unless somebody has the key. All right? And it's usually not the person that's behind the bars that has the key. Uh, that's being a prisoner. Somebody got to come let you out so you can flourish and so you can vibe and so you can be in your own energy and you can activate that. You don't want that kind of dependency. Something in someone's past has created this sort of dependency. And it's almost like, although you're not letting anyone in, you're still waiting on somebody to come let you out. You're going to be waiting. You're going to be waiting. Okay? You're going to be waiting. And it's a waiting you don't have to do. You're not designed to do. You're a divine being. Love triangle. A hidden emotional entanglement is present. See what I'm saying? Entanglement. Okay? The shit is locked up. It's tangled up. It's tied up. Your heart is tied up. Your emotions are in a knot. You gotta it's like when you get, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know how it is when you got a rope or something and it's like it's got knots in it, and then you gotta be patient and you really don't want to be patient. Cause it's like, why all these knots is in the rope? I need the shit to work right now. I need to use it. And it's got knots in it. And who put the knots in it? And why is the knots there? You understand what I'm saying? But you gotta be patient and unknot them. If you want to use the water hose or the whatever it is in the proper way, you got to untangle it. This is what it is. So somebody needs to be more patient with themselves, patient with their emotions. Honor your emotions. Honor how you feel, though. You know what I mean? Nobody else has to honor your emotions. And having the expectation of that is what's keeping things in a knot for you. Unknot yourself. Unlock yourself. Clarify inner work, spirit. Inner conflict. I know I'm talking right. You understand what I'm saying? Talking in the Holy Ghost. I know I'm talking right now. It's an inner conflict that you have here. It's some inner work that needs to be done because you're holding back. So you can see, so you can see the inner work helps you see where you are holding yourself back. Somebody is their own worst enemy. You ain't got to worry about nobody else being your enemy because you do a very good job of that for yourself. You're holding back. The inner work will help you see. Oh, this book look old. It's like old rules and regs and stuff that you was given as a child. It just you're 45 years old. You're not 4 or 5. You're 4D5. Okay, you got children running around you 4 or 5, and you're still holding yourself back on some old stuff that you was given at 4 or 5 or 4 or 5 that no longer serves you now because you're on a whole different timeline. You are an adult. You are an individual. You don't have to be dependent, codependent. Nobody has to validate. Validation from who? From what? Anything outside of yourself is it's nice when it comes, but it's not needed though. But it feels good when it comes. Gratitude, spirit, for sending somebody in my life to speak and affirm me. But if nobody shows up to do that, I'm still good because I'm not waiting on a warden with the key to come let me out of my prisons. No, no, hell no. Enough of that. Okay. Clarify envy. Testing limits. Someone is testing the limits of what? Examining how you react under pressure. The envy is being bred out of the pressure you actually feel to get out of the conditioning, to get out of the bars, from behind the bars, to let yourself out, to break out. People in jail typically really want to get out. And a lot of times they may even envy people who are not locked up. Okay? This envy that's taking place towards somebody, I don't know, is mirroring to you that you have placed on you limitations. So you can sit and wallow in the envy of somebody else's life, or you can see it for what it is, a reflection that I can break out of my own. I don't have to be limited. You can turn that envy into inspiration, being inspired by the person that you're envious of, or you can stay in this low vibrational energy, okay, and not do the work. It's what I heard. It's what I learned. Okay. Unspoken tensions. Tensions lurk beneath the surface. See? Something about this individual, something about their life that you're envying. Okay. It's like, it's all about how you use it. What you're seeing take place in their life is trying to pull you out of your limitations. You are making the choice to perceive it from an envious perspective. You're making that choice. Every day you get up and you participate being envious, and you're sending evil eyes, and you're gossiping, and you're slandering, and you're doing whatever you're doing. You're making a choice every day to choose to use the pull that way. But you can make the choice to use the pull to pull you out of your own goddamn limitations. Because you're the one over here with dreams and aspirations and stuff that you're not talking about, that you're not showing up to, that's permanently at a distance from you. The whoever this is you're envying, they're free. Like on the Titanic when they was on the end of that ship, and it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, they free like that. They free as a bird. They flying with the eagles. They soaring and shit. You're the one that's still sitting behind your self-imposed prison, unwilling to do the inner work, to look at what is conflicting with you so you can see clearly where you have been handed ideas about yourself, codes, thoughts, somebody else's opinion, somebody else's words. You have been handed it, and now it is holding you back. Okay? Give me one on unspoken tensions. This is somebody in your inner circle. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying, because I ain't know. Somebody in your inner circle. Okay? Unspoken tensions, mixed signals. The signals from someone are unclear and confusing. Unspoken tensions, the tension, the pull is to bring you into, it's a sign. It landed on the love triangle, hidden emotional entanglement. It's a sign that you're tangled up. I'm picking up like an analogy between the cord, the rope that I was talking about that has knots in it, and you have to be patient to get the knots out, the entanglements out. But this is like, tug of war, and in tug of war they don't allow for any knots in the rope, and there's a reason. And I can't fully get the analogy that I'm picking up. It's like somebody's trying to cheat. Mm. You're trying to cheat because you're afraid of losing at life. You're trying to pull somebody back your way. Like, you want the knots in there so you could cheat. You ain't cheating nobody but yourself. Because cheaters never win. Even if you won, you're lost when you cheat. Whoever this is you're envying did the inner work, which is why they're flourishing. Yeah, pushing boundaries. Mm-hmm. Literally using low vibrational envy to attempt to stay connected and entangled into somebody's energy. Well, okay, hey, all right. Remember that choice I was talking about? Well, you keep choosing that, and this is why you keep being in this energy right here. Clarify that. Two-faced it. Someone is friendly yet deceitful, and it landed on the protect your heart, the conditioning, and the love triangle. But now it's not in the reverse. This is the two-faced it. Spirit says somebody's wearing two faces. One, on one side, you have the opportunity to manifest your dreams. If you let go of the conditioning and do the inner work. But the other face creates debt, deceit, self deception. This is self deception. They are not showing up to this, whatever this bunny is or whatever the fuck, they are not showing up to somebody else with two faces, wearing two masks. It's looking in a mirror. It is like the bunny thingy thing is looking in the mirror at itself and seeing a whole nother face. So while you think that you are remaining entangled in somebody's energy and using envy, gossip, slander, manipulation, evil eyes, whatever you're doing, okay, out of envy, you are only deceiving yourself. You're only deceiving yourself. Gossiping, how you gonna be gossiping about somebody that didn't broke out of their limitations, broke out of their prisons? How are you going to gossip about somebody that is no longer held back, like they 4 or 5 years old, and got to have somebody tell them what to do? Got to have somebody be like they got to be codependent on someone, whether they treat them good or treat them bad. How are you going to be envious and gossiping about somebody that has forged their own sense of freedom, and you haven't even done the work? Is what I'm trying to figure out. You're only deceiving yourself because it is what it is. Clarify two-faced it. You disrespect boundaries, attachment issues. In the reverse, landed on the love triangle because it's not working. This attachment, these knots that you're allowing to stay in the rope on your end that reflect to you your energy, that you all tied up, tangled up. Those knots are for you only. That the cord has been cut to whoever this is you envious of. So it's literally wasted energy. It was wasted energy to begin with, and it's literally wasted energy now because whoever you're envious of, like I said, has gone on with their life. What's that? Shock and discovery. And you have no reason to be shocked. You have no reason to be shocked, especially when this was somebody in your life that wanted to go on the healing journey with you and do it with you. This person was a good influence towards you. So don't play shocked. They're in their safe space. They are in their safe space. They have reached their safe space and they were trying to be a safe space for you. The experiences that you were experiencing that you would no longer share in their experience of being in a safe space, and they will no longer share in your chaos. So you could do with that with what you will. But at the end of the day, it still all started with the fact that you feel chained up, locked up, and you feel permanently separated from your dreams, from the reality you want to see in your own life. Give me one more on two-faced spirit. It's complicated. more complex than it seems. I just heard spirit say, no, it's not. That's a lie you tell yourself. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt and wore it. That's the lie you tell yourself, that it's complicated. It's not. Like I said, it's a lie you tell yourself. A lie you tell yourself, and this landed with the daydream, so you can keep some semblance of control. It's a lie that has you under control. It's a lie that has you strung up in a reverse hangman energy. It's complicated. I'm complicated. My life was complicated. Join the club. Shit. Ugh. Join the club. You ain't on no island. Circle of drama. Protective shell. Unmasking motives. You know, your motives reverse authentic self. It's a lie you tell to hide your motives behind this mask of a protective shell. And it's only fortifying and strengthening this sense of, I don't know who I am. Of course you don't know who you are when you're out here with two masks on, and now one of them is you. Because what's up under those masks? That's clearly not a rabbit. That's a human being. Now, what's up under? You got a mask on in reality and in the mirror of your reality. Take the mask off. Start with the first one, the one you can see clearly. Stop hiding behind it's complicated. My life was complicated. People don't know what I went through. No, no, we don't. We don't know what you went through. We don't. We don't. We know what we went through. But one thing is for sure, we've all gone through something. This is why we're all healing, or should at least be. But who I'm speaking to is someone who wants to double down on their hurt, not do the inner work, and have the audacity to be envious of somebody who has done the work. And on top of that, it was somebody who was in your life as a good influence at some point, somebody a part of your inner circle, and you decided to sit there like a 9-year-old. Envious is the last thing you should be. Envious of this person being in their safe space is the last thing you should be. They did the work. They did the work. Hard truths. Hard truths. Gossiping, slandering, evil eyeing somebody when you chose not to, whether with them or without them, you have chosen not to participate in your own healing. But you can make a change and you can choose to. Because honestly, your reality will be whatever you choose to make it. You can make it a prison or you can make it a paradise. It's up to you. Hard truths. Bad vibes. This situation has unfavorable energy. Pay attention to subtleties within your body and proceed with caution. Uh-oh, if you must. Your vibes are bad, whoever you are. Your vibes are bad in your own life. Your vibes are bad in the lives of other people. But it's still, I'm still feeling this motherly, like, but it don't have to, you don't have to be. You're literally choosing this every day. Every day. And it just blows my mind. Reality check. You have big dreams, but are your goals achievable? Contemplate fantasy. Here it is. This is a whole nother deck. This is a whole nother deck. Saying the same thing. Contemplate fantasy versus reality because manifestation without work is delusion. You want what somebody else have, but you don't want to do the work. Where they do that at? Dwelling on darkness. Focusing on the negative may cause you to overlook all the good that is present. Redirect your attention to the blessings in your life. If your life right now is going for bad, accept the reality check. Damn. Come into the light. Lost faith. The weight of the world feels heavy, and you may feel alone, but you have allies. Others share your beliefs. Don't let despair win. Your future self is asking you to not let despair win. Your future self is asking you to participate. Your present self needs to do some work. This delusion will impact who you become. Reflect on how your future self will view today's choices. Walk with wisdom. Walk with the wisdom of the life you wish to live. The wisdom of the life you wish to live. Somebody might have already told you this and you took it as bad advice. Anger came out in the reverse, the only one that did. Fury has consumed your energy and clouded your judgment. Reclaim control by directing your energy towards happiness instead of clinging to past wounds. Your future self is asking you to let go of something. Let go of the past. Heal the wounds that lie within, the conditioning from those wounds. Irresponsible in reverse. Dreading the responsibilities that comes with achievement is sabotaging your progress. Confront your fear and start welcoming the potential for success. Become responsible for your future, not trying to evilize somebody else's present accomplishments, achievements, the changes that they did the work to make, because it's again wasted energy. Wasted energy. Akashic Records. Though I've never really ever been envious of anybody else's life, I do understand the conditioning of past wounds and allowing that conditioning to create a prison to communicate to me what I can and cannot accomplish. I do understand that. Now, I ain't never went so far to where I was envious of somebody else, but it did get so bad to where it's like, if I want to see my reality, actually experience it, and not just in my head, then there's some work that I got to do. There's some work I got to do. And I did that work. Many of you in the collective, you have done the work. But who I'm speaking to is somebody that has not done the work and then has the audacity to be envious of someone who was a part of their inner circle that they could have chosen to be inspired by. And even if they weren't at that time, every day they have that they wake up, they can make a different choice. That's who this reading is for. To let it go. Let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. Listen, you're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. Acceptance. You may be disappointed with the recent outcome. Remember, if one door closes, you're being redirected to one that will soon open to your true soul path. One more, Spirit. Soar. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. It was tight, but it's right. Okay? It was tight, but it's right. You're undermining yourself. All right? And there's much more from the divine for you to experience. So take the lesson. Take the lesson. Take the mask off. Speak up. Look at the conditioning that you've been given and see, does it honor you? And if it doesn't, break out. Get out of there. It's that simple. Or stay in. But by all means, be cautious of what you project and who you project it towards.